Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if you can hear me. I hope you can. Please let me know. Sorry I'm a tad late. Hope um, I hope you enjoyed the Keystone Clash, Patty. Been a little. Hope you are well. Um, you enjoyed the Keystone Clash, Patty. Been a little. Hope you are well. Uh, Hello, Posiwi.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, S. Hello, Geek Boy. Hello, Lori. Hello, Ian. Hello, Patty. Hey, Brian. Hope you are well. I think I got everybody. Oh, hello, Steven. Hope you are well. Hey, GRB.
Thank you, S. Those are Santa Claus guppies. Red ones are boys, ones with white tails are girls. And I'm not sure where all the girls are right now. They are hiding.
Did you notice something?
Really nice, clean tank.
I was going to put it on my shrimp tank, but I decided to put it on my CPD tank instead.
What did you
and guess who I saw? Over.
Okay, who did you see?
And George. I got some Alter Renanthum Renicii and some, I think it's mini. I could be wrong. And I think I got some kind of valve from him, but I have no clue what kind. Because I don't think he even knew.
That's okay. I've been sitting here trying to figure out what the guppies are chewing on. And that's all the stuff stuck to my tree filter sponge. So I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Lucky you. Oh, and so you know how I had that Repto filter that I purchased?
Yeah.
And if you remember correctly, it I could not use, or it was not what it showed on the box. If you remember.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up buying like the one that was like triple the or double or triple the price. But of course, it was supposed to come in, I think today or Friday, and it says it's delayed and maybe lost yet again. I feel like we already went through this.
Okay. Ian, I take it I should leave it because it's still flowing lots of water. And S, are you talking about my tank or Kevin's tank?
I don't have any driftwood in my tank, so I'm assuming it's yours, but I could be wrong because I don't want to make an ass of you and me.
It's sort of a big piece of driftwood, and it has guppy grass stuck on it. And some Java moss. I lost most of my Java moss with hair algae, and I just keep pulling the hair algae and sticking it in the Molly tank. I asked because it's so clear. It's not like my tanks. I think I have too many pieces of wood in my tanks to ever not have tea color. And I went out and collected more wood today.
Yeah, they are, Ian. Have fun at Disney World, J-Rock. Night skipper. Sorry, off. Or over, rather.
Night skipper. Okay, back to the Repto filter. And the skipper mud.
Mud skipper I haven't seen tonight, but that's not a surprise as the lights are off on those tanks. And secondly, Repto filter. I ordered it. It was supposed to be delivered Friday and or today, and it says it's delayed or possibly lost. So yeah. Oh my God, Brian. It was amazing. I need Lori, there's another video or two that you need to or I need you to help me edit.
Okay.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. And you're going into your oh wow. Your surgery is in like a week, isn't it?
Well, that depends if they can fix my toes. No, next month. Yeah, I broke one or two toes redoing my fish rack to be taller. So I'm trying to keep my foot up. But next Friday, I get a 60-gallon tank. Woohoo!
Over. Hello, Fish Adventures. And hello, Roundhouse. I'm confused. I thought you had surgery going on the week of this October 2nd. Or, no, sorry, end of October.
Yeah, end of October. But
Okay.
Friday night, I broke 1 or 2 toes.
Oof.
And my foot's kind of swollen and sore. And since I'm diabetic, I have to call and go see my foot doctor. Because if it damaged anything inside, I need my feet. I really need my feet. So, kind of a bummer. Not sure how I did it, but probably dropping something on it or running into something. I am definitely trying to at least take pictures and some videos of redoing my rack. I even fit the isopods on it. Way to go, Ian. I just got the 60-gallon tank and everything in it, and I'm not sure if it has a stand for $20 because he's in the middle of nowhere, which has always been my problem, but I decided a 60-gallon tank with 2 hang-on-the-back filters and full of stuff, 2 heaters, etc., I can't lose. And he's out by a lake that I've always wanted to go fishing. So after I pick up the tank, I'm going to spend the afternoon in the mountains fishing. And I don't even care if I catch anything. Of course, a few nice 26-inch trout would definitely be nice.
26 inches?
Yeah, he said that he caught 5 because that's the limit 3 days ago between 24 and 26 inches. My local fish store guy said that at that lake he caught 225, 226, and 127 inch, and he had a picture of his daughter pulling in a 25-inch trout on a Barbie fishing pole. It was so cute. Over. Fish adventures. How big are your comet goldfish?
Do you hear them? Lori?
Dogs? I don't know where mine are. That's kind of not a good sign because they should be barking.
The pitter-patter of their toenails on the hardwood floors, yes. Over.
I just got my new dog nail clippers in the mail. So everybody's going to get their toenails clipped with the help of 2 large guys laying on them. Because that's just not something that anybody in this house likes. So they ate the last pair of clippers.
They ate?
Yeah, they chewed it up. So, I wrapped the handles in duct tape, and they chewed the duct tape off. So I just got another pair so it doesn't kill my hands, using them. Okay, Fish Adventures. Do you know about how many inches your comet is?
Okay, if you guys do any suggestions on a quick quarantine or a quick dip or what to do when you get new plants, because I doubt that George has uh, anything that is harmful for my tank, except maybe snails that I don't want on them.
Yeah, Fish Adventures, like S said, one of the most important things is keeping the water really clean. So if he's only 4 or 5 inches, it should be okay for now until you get the 100-gallon. You may have to buy a canister filter or an extra filter and change the water a lot, and that will help keep them very healthy. And don't put a lot of decorations in, because when you do that, it takes a lot of the space away from them to swim. Yeah, I have a heavily stocked cichlid tank that's 75 gallons with two 75-gallon filters on it.
Wait, one more time?
I have a 75-gallon that has two 75-gallon hang-on-the-back filters for the cichlids. And peroxide or water bleach mix, watered down,
For
sounds.
plant dip.
Ah, yeah, because you hate those snails. If you look, well, you can't see very well, but I must have 100 baby trumpet snails right now. My friends puffers are going to be so happy over.
Yeah, I really have to say I don't enjoy those pond snails very much. I really do want to make sure that I don't have too many more in my tanks. Although I don't know if I don't think George had any in his tanks. I still would rather be safe than sorry, because I hate having to squish those little boogers over.
I'm at the point where it's hopeless to get rid of snails. Hey, that's a good idea, Ian. I like that idea of a photo contest where no one wins. I once won a contest and was supposed to get a bunch of prizes. And I got one. And since it's almost been a year, I've given up. So I really like your photo contest where no one wins anything but clout.
Oh, jeez. Are you talking about that one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How long has it been?
Since Christmas.
You do know that's been 8 months, right?
Oh, yeah. And I worked so hard on that thing.
Oh.
Okay, so Ian, um, are you thinking of like having a judging panel, or just everybody vote on pictures?
Ooh, do you have any pictures of it over?
Yes, I do.
Can I perhaps see one over?
Yes, you may. Okay, hang on a second, Kevin.
Hey, Bateson. Can't wait to see you, Bateson. Scott, what's with the over? The over is because Posiwi's uh, tank echoes. Or sorry, her it when she talks or when I talk, it echoes, and I think it's because of her tank. I think it's because of her tanks being so close that it echoes. So, in order to make sure that we don't have that issue because she hasn't been able to do anything about it, I just have been saying over so that she knows when she can speak and when she should turn off her mic. Over. Okay. What was that, Posiwi? I really need to find a costume for Fender and I. Over. Did she leave me? I heard dogs and
No, I'm
then
just working on. I'm working on sending the picture to you via Facebook. So give me one more second. Over.
Patty.
What was my version of over? Sometimes I forget, or I mute and then say over. You know, I'm old. Um, I sent it to you. Yeah, I think I figured it out, Roundhouse. It's because I'm using a HDMI TV that has its own speakers, and I actually can touch 5 of my tanks, although one of them is only a gallon, because I'm planting the beta tank right now, and I need more sand. So, hello, Casual Aquatics. So I just echo. It's part of me. Over.
I think that was me because I heard the ping right when you were signing off. But hello, Casual. Uh, and really? Yeah, we don't hear any echo because she keeps on muting herself. Posiwi, can you unmute yourself for just a second while I'm talking so that Lori can hear it? Because it's a pretty bad echo. Hello, Matt. Thank you.
Oh, I have to go now? Okay, fine.
Wait, what? Over?
Hey, Ricky. Maybe I can't send a picture via Facebook when I'm on StreamYards, but I'll try again. If not, I'll grab my camera and show you the picture. Over.
Wait, how did you send it to me? I thought it was over StreamYard. Over. Or not StreamYard, sorry. Uh, Facebook. Over.
I may just call you Lick Zoo because my brother's name is Matt. No comment.
Oh, geez, Matt. You can stay up however late you want, Ricky. You're a grown ass man. You tell ass mind his business. Eee. Yeah, that won't help much though, Patty. Over.
Patty, I love you. Oh,
I actually surprisingly have missed her as well. Over. Keyword there being surprisingly. Over.
Well, let's see. On my keyboard, I pretty much lost G, N. Enter is sticking. Commas are sticking. So I think I may actually unbox my new keyboard. It's kind of a scary thing to do, though. Over.
Why would you need to unbox a new keyboard? You have a keyboard and you just haven't opened it, and okay. TMI Patty and LOL Matt and Patty. Over.
Because I've taken this keyboard apart so many times that it's sort of, I think I'm wearing out the little tabs from taking them, the letters and numbers and stuff on and off so much. Hey, Matt, I'm not the one who, I know exactly where the G is. It's you guys who have the problem with the G.
Wait, what?
Oh my God, Scott! It's. I'm speechless. You'll never hear me say that again.
You speechless? Wow. And how do we have 19 people in here? I'm confused. Then again, that's a permanent state, so you know. What can I say? Over.
Is there something wrong with 19 people? There could be 4.
No.
Over.
No, but since it's a Sunday and tomorrow's a work day, I'm a little bit surprised we have so many people in here. Because usually I don't get quite this many people other days. But I'm very happy that I do have more. Over.
It seems like that kind of day. Joseph's tropical tank's got almost 3 times as many as he usually has. It was pretty cool. Over.
No, I don't. Only on Sundays, I think. It is pretty late on the East Coast, but I'm AWF. AWF? What is AWF? And, LOL Roundhouse. Over.
Wow. I actually made Roundhouse joke. I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. Over.
I didn't say it yesterday, I wouldn't have said it yesterday because yesterday was Saturday. And I don't think I said that. I was surprised. Well, okay, that's not totally true. I was surprised that Terry and George came up, but that was it. S. Over.
I actually wrote down a couple timestamps a couple days ago so I could get back to those areas. Over.
See, it's kind of a pain, but usually I just take a screenshot of my computer screen with the title so that I know what the heck I'm looking at or what I was trying to get back to over.
Now, if I start taking screenshots, I'll start making videos or something. Over.
Yes, I agree, S. The only reason I said that, so I do remember, the only reason I said that was because usually Sundays I go earlier. But today I'm going still at 10 because um, I was on the plane. So I couldn't stream earlier because the internet was kind of crap on Southwest. Although they do have, and they have movies you can watch. So that was kind of cool. Over.
One common pleco, pleco, that I rescued, and when I got it, I should have known this girl was like really bad. When I got it, its tail was curled around, and I figure it must have been in a 10-gallon tank. It took about 3 or 4 days before it decided it could swim other than in circles. And now it is a stretched out, probably about 12 inches, and a much happier. He loves his wafers, and every once in a while he'll take one from my hand. It's just I don't like sitting there with my hand in the water for 5 minutes waiting for him to smell them while the tinfoil tries to eat them and he can't. Oh! I had to move the tinfoil because he decided that his buddies, the Danios, and the, yes, I'm sad to say, Serpy Tetras, and some of the glow lights turned into food. So he is now living with the pleco and the rainbow fish. I know. The rainbow fish is way too small to be in there, but it is a mean rainbow fish. And I was going to find him a home today, but because I broke my toes, I didn't go to the monthly New Mexico Aquarium Society meeting. But luckily, the guy who has the really good, inexpensive guppy grass lives really close to my doctor. And he said, no problem coming over and getting guppy grass. So he saved me some since I couldn't make it to the meeting. I was really looking forward to it. I have a new Jadrin t-shirt and a Michaels fish room t-shirt, and I was going to wear one of those and video a couple of the talks because now I was going to video some of the talks. I can't remember what they. It would have been good. Weed. I like weeds. My fish like weeds. Over. Kevin, post the link so we can see awesome planted tanks. Over.
In the very beginning of that sentence about the pleco, you said need. What did you mean by need over?
I haven't a clue. Over. Put up the link so Ian can come up. He's hiding. Okay, S, what do you recommend for good plants for Platies and Mollies and Guppy fry to hide in? And yes, Ian, definitely. Over.
That was my question. S. Over.
I've tried water sprite, but it always dies on me. Guppy grass grows, hair algae grows. I have some water lettuce that's really nice. It's just I can't put it in a lot of tanks because of too much flow, which I think is what killed my duckweed. But I do have a whole Tupperware container full of plants to plant tomorrow, and I don't even know what some of them are. They were given to me.
Okay, so S is saying get some anacris or hornwort, and casual saying hornwort. Hello, Ian.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, Pussy. Over.
Wait, that's not a new logo at Ian. I thought you showed that a few days ago. Over.
Well, I think it was the other day, but I didn't know if you saw it or not. I'm still looking for a new one for next week. I'll find it. Or I'll probably stick with this one for a little bit. Everybody loves puffer tits. Or you're uncomfortable by it. Either way, it's staying there. Or if you want me to change it, I'll change it.
Posiwi?
If you're really uncomfortable from it.
Oh, I think it's cute. I'm trying to cut down the time my lights are on, which is usually from 6 at night until about midnight, because I stay up till like 4. Yeah,
You
but
like
Fish Adventures, I bet you wake up at a normal time, unlike me. Over.
I'm gonna get some frozen food out and feed all the fish tanks. Over.
Oh, Ricky, the reason we say over is because if I just leave mine on, there's terrible echoes and feedbacks, and I really need to get a pair of headphones, and I really will get to it one of these days. So when we're finished talking, we say over. So just like a CB, I guess. Never had one. Over.
You asked and we answered, I believe, before, Ricky, or at least I tried to. But I guess you didn't hear me. Sorry, Ricky. Over.
You know, I kind of like it because no one's talking over each other and gives everyone a chance to speak and be heard clearly. Over.
Those are definitely puffer tits and not puffer nuts. Puffer nuts would be further back, I think.
Yeah, the
Over.
males get the bigger ones apparently. They're made of fish.
Shut up, Roundhouse. Over.
You sleeping in a box? Yeah, because you're a box kitty.
Wait,
Oh, orange and white kitty kitty. Over.
how many pets do you have, Ian? Or what pets do you have?
I have 2 cats.
Okay.
That's Boots. That's his mom. The other one's mom. She's a sweetheart.
Nightfish Adventures. And what do you mean people like my idea, Roundhouse? What people? Because it ain't anybody in the fish fam, that's for dang sure. Over. Oh my gosh. Kelly so much today. Fender came with us, but Kelly did not. Kelly stayed over and fed her and took her out, which was very nice. But I missed her this weekend. Um, uh, Lori, you never really answered why. What happened to your keyboard exactly? Over.
You got to remember, I have dogs who like coffee, and if I leave the computer, Boogie gets on my chair and drinks my coffee, and then he drools slime all over the keyboard. And the towel doesn't help because Karma's a puppy and will just steal the towel and take it outside, and then they'll play tug of war. And it's old, and I keep taking it apart to clean it. So you know how when you take off like a letter and then you put it back on, how it clicks? Some of mine are getting so worn out from being taken on and off that sometimes they stick. And I've cleaned it with Q-tips And like if it weren't electronics, I'd just dump it in the water. Oh, that's really cool. I'm not brave enough yet.
I know, right?
Over.
So I have a bunch of stuff from this weekend and just going over to, or not this week, from today. Should I upload everything, Lori, or did you want me to just upload the stuff that might be useful?
Just upload it to the, like we have been, if that's what you're asking.
So did you want me to upload everything or just the ones that might be the best? Over.
Put the best of them. And my doctor's definitely not open tomorrow or Monday. So that gives me 2 days to work on stuff because I got my stuff done for the week. Over.
One more time, I didn't hear that first little bit. Over.
Stuff.
Wait, what?
Wow. Nice guppies. I have a guppy, they said, he's never seen before. Ooh, let's go have breakfast, Patty. It's taking egg and hash browns and bacon, and you're going to make me hungry, and then I'll have to go eat. Over.
I haven't eaten much for dinner except some Cheez-Its and a pumpkin cheesecake, which isn't all that filling. And I'm debating whether I want to have something to eat for dinner or not, but haven't really decided. Over.
Cheez-Its are not dinner. I had dinner, but I could have more dinner. And yes,
I never said that Cheez-Its were
Roundhouse,
dinner, but all I had. Over.
Yes, it was Roundhouse's idea to say over. Over.
Who wants to give Roundhouse credit ever, though? Lori. Over.
He would take credit for everything if he could, but at least he did start the over thing, which
freaking heck, you guys are making me hungry. I barely ate anything because, in my mind, cheesecake and few Cheez-Its is not a meal. Over.
About something else. I'm getting hungry and I can't stand up to make something. Ooh, happy fish. It's a feeding frenzy. Tomorrow is our feeding frenzy day. Over.
Yeah, I'm feeding mysis shrimp and baby brine shrimp tonight. And everyone eats it.
I haven't tried the mysis shrimp yet. I have to go down. I have to drive 2.5 hours, I think, to get mysis shrimp. I don't think Petco or PetSmart has those. So I just do, baby brine shrimp. I changed the diet of my Oscars to mealworms and dried river shrimp, and they absolutely love it.
Oh, I bet they love
And
that. Sorry.
well, I'm going to try some when I go on Friday to get the tank. I'm stopping and getting some white waxworms because that's what they're catching the trout on. Everybody else isn't having very much luck. And I'll pick up some live mealworms, more live mealworms for the Oscars. But they just, wow, they totally love it. And I just have to be careful. I feed one of them by hand, and he gets a little bit excited with the dried shrimp and nips a little bit. But I have long fingernails on one hand, so it works. Okay, over.
No, S. It's I'll show you. It's in the freezer, right here. The freezer of that's the Hikari, mysis. Yeah, they got some good stuff in here. Brine shrimp, ocean plankton, baby brine shrimp, bloodworms, brine shrimp eggs. Yeah.
Very nice selection, Ian. But I wouldn't expect anything else. Over.
Gotta keep a good frozen food selection. Gotta keep the fish happy and have a good balanced diet. Over.
I had a hard time at first figuring out, with all the different kind of fish I have, what fish gets what. Then this beta that I showed, I just got, and it doesn't like beta food. It doesn't like mini pellets. It doesn't like mini flakes. So I'm slowly going through all my food and trying it.
Have you
And
tried
the
the
girl-
baby bites? I keep forgetting. Goddamn.
Okay, repeat it.
Baby Viber bites.
Okay, I'll try that. I know everybody liked the Vibrabite, so I'll try that with him. He just seems to be pouting at the moment, but I'd be pouting too. He's waiting for his tank. Over.
Yeah, the baby vibrobites are a bit smaller than the regular ones. I've noticed my betas really like the smaller ones. They're easier to go down and they don't get quite as bloated. Over.
Okay, cool. Thank you. That's one cool thing about the fish fam is that you can always learn something, and I have to admit it's helped me a lot. Um, if it weren't for the fish fam, I would probably not have all these fish. Over.
You guys hear me now? Over.
Yes, Kevin, we can hear you.
Yes, Kevin, we can hear you. 6-course dessert. That sounds great. Over. I can see it. We should start typing #over in chats on other streams, and we could be the over cult. Over.
Just make sure it's not in Rocco's. Over. Or rather, in the Aquatic Morning Show. Over.
Ricky, are you talking about the tank that I have up? Over.
We lost Kevin again. I don't know what's that all about. I think he's having some connection issues. Luckily, we're here to take.
Yeah, and usually it's my internet that's really bad, but at least it's working tonight. Oh, Ricky, they're just guppies. Oh, Santa Claus guppies in that tank. There's probably about 40 of them in there. I'm not quite sure where they all are, but they're in there somewhere. I think the only thing that I really need to, quote, get a handle on, note 2 things. And maybe somebody has suggestions. One is clear water. And 2 is I have 2 tanks that have little white dots on the glass. Maybe some sort of algae or bacteria bloom. But if anybody knows, I'd appreciate it. And is that like an upside down hatchet fish or butterfly fish?
No.
Ian?
This is an African butterfly fish. And yeah, he just chills up at the top all day long.
Now that's a sharp looking eel thing. See, I really know the fish I don't have.
The real eel is Mhm. That's the rope fish, and this is the snakeskin goby, golden wonder killifish, balloon ram cichlid.
Oh wow, I have orange cap, 2 orange cap cichlids that kind of look like, yeah, except more cichlidy looking. I want to get more coolie loaches because Marco said if you have a group of like 10 of them, they just like go round and round and play all the time. And
Yeah,
yeah, 2 out of 3 of mine do that. I have Wheels, Tires, and Jack, who just watches. Over.
yeah, we have around 10 coolie loaches. We see them a lot. They're always crazy. Over.
I'll try not muting. So if anybody says it's bad, I'll start muting again. Maybe it's because I put the camera over by the guppies. If I had a longer cord, I could put it further away. So, oh, I'll get back in. Well, if I'm the only one here, I don't think I'll, he's going to reset the router. That'll kill me, right? Oh no! I'll be all alone. I am alone. I'm such a techno peasant. I don't know. I scared them away. Or maybe it was these guppies that scared them away. Okay, now I see something wrong. Either this is a very, very fat male, or for some reason, one of my Santa Claus female guppies has a red tail. And it's not supposed to. I love throwbacks. I have a red-shouldered cichlid, dragon bloods, both albino and non-albino, and an albino strawberry peacock cichlid. And out of all these fish in the fry I've had, I have 2 OBs. And from what I heard, OBs are a dominant, but I didn't have any OBs, so I actually asked someone who breeds OBs, and he said that he bred shoulder that was a throwback, and she's probably the one who had the 2 OBs. And I thought that was pretty cool because now I have OBs, and one of them's really orange. So I'm tempted to put it in a separate tank once I know what sex it is. With one of my, well, I have an orange dragon blood or a strawberry. No, I'm going to put it in with a strawberry. If it's a girl, and I'll put it in with the other strawberry color. Boy. And see if I can have more OBs. Anyway, I'm confused, but I'm always confused. This is so weird. I've never been alone. Hey, have any of you heard the rumor that, and I haven't tried it yet, because I heard it right before I came on, that YouTube has changed the number of subscribers you need to go live. And someone said that you only need 50 subscribers to go live, which was why they were live. Well, at least Aquafunk is used to doing streams. I'm not. I mean, that's why I never show me, except that once. And then it was just like horrible. Because I don't have really good self-esteem. Now that is a good female. Ooh, eat that guppy grass. Yum, yum. And it looks like Kevin is back. Maybe. And
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Now I think I'm having issues with the Ian. I don't know why.
Well, it looks like Ian is trying.
There we go.
Aha!
Excited for Portland.
Unluckily, Patty, even though I love my mother and I help take care of her and I go see her all the time and I really do love her, I got comments like, oh, you can't get a divorce because a fat woman with 4 kids could never find another man. My mom was kind of not nice about that. And I just don't like being on screen. I mean, maybe if I wore a mask or something. I have a great plague doctor mask I made. I'd feel better. Over.
I need to figure out what Fender and I are gonna wear for Halloween and for Fishtoberfest rather, but I'm not quite sure. Nor do I know whether or not he'll even wear a costume. Over.
He'll wear a harness. He'll wear a costume. They have some really good costumes at PetSmart and Petco and on eBay. Amazon has some. You could take him as a shark. I found this really cool shark costume that I wanted to put Leo in for Aquashella, but I don't even want to talk about that. I'm so mad. Over.
You're mad? You think over? I'm sad.
Okay, everybody, we need to find Kevin a roommate because I was going to go to Aquashella with him, but I have to have surgery, so I can't go. And so somebody needs to go. It'll be a really nice room. Over.
Yeah, for some reason I need a chaperone. I'm not quite sure why. Over.
It's only because your parents love you. Over.
It's not my parents, though. Over.
Okay, you have a point. Let's see. Maybe I could figure somebody in Dallas, somebody who lives in Dallas, who can pretend. Over. No, casual. We need somebody
You're
who's
still breaking up. What was that last part? Over?
he needs to have somebody who's over 21 because the hotel doesn't think somebody who's only 20 is responsible enough to get a room. And I would say, hey, HC, what's up, Jesse? I would say that Kevin is one of the more responsible people in that respect. I mean, he's not going to be going out drinking, smoking weed, etc. Over.
As long as he's not around me, over. I'm a bad influence. As we look at these pea puffers.
You're making me jealous. Over.
Put a little bit too much in there, but I'll siphon that out. Yep, it's just a 10-gallon tank, 3 pea puffers, and that's it.
That actually might not be a bad idea to get rid of some of my snails. Because with, let's see, 18 tanks, I have a lot of snails.
Yeah,
Over.
they'll do a good job on some of the little ones, the pea puffers, but if you're trying to get rid of the bigger ram's horn snails, you might want to get like a Amazon puffer, something else, a little bigger. But puffers are hard to find right now. Over.
Well, on Friday, I'm breaking the cardinal rule of no fish tanks in the library, which is our living room. Because my living room, every single wall is covered with either books, records, DVDs, CDs, cassettes, laser discs. And I have this epiphany. It's my house. If I want to put a fish tank in the library, I could actually put a fish tank in the library. So I'm going to. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jess. I hate it when that happens. That's why I always seem to get 4 fish. But, of course, it didn't work with my Serapy tetras. So I have to get some more. Because I guess my tinfoil just got too big and decided to start eating the little fish instead of schooling with them. But, ooh, ouch. Wow. Ooh, cat's cool. Casual. Looks like everybody's getting some nice fish. I think until like the 19th, and my polar blues will be ready from the sort of, oh, how cute. You want to come join my guys? From the breeder, he owns a local fish store 2.5 hours away, but they're not quite ready yet. So 2 more weeks. Not that I'm counting. Over.
What did you have a fake ID, Ricky. Over.
I got, let's see, a 3 Mollies, which are definitely Mollies, and 4 Platies, and 2 of the Platies actually turned out to be swords, but I left them in anyway. And was that a Pictus cat that
No,
swam past? Oh,
Oops, sorry.
over.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Fasiwi. I'm terrible at this. That is a Valentini Synodontis.
Oh, it's cute. I have a large feather fin that someone gave me, and he lives with my Oscars. Ooh, I like the black swordtail. I've never seen one of those before. Over.
Yeah, those are the hamburger swordtails we got from Aquatic Arts. And those were supposed to be Platies, the orange ones, but they turned into swordtails, obviously.
Yeah, same thing happened to me. It's like, wow, this is not a platy, this is a pineapple sword. But I like them anyway. So,
Yeah.
and they have a nice, they look good with the platies. And who knows, maybe I'll get some interesting platies with swords. I mean, I'm getting some really bizarre looking cichlids in my cichlid tank, so who knows what I'll get next. Over.
Yeah, these are all their fry from the swordtails. And they're doing good. Since we got more 10 gallons and stuff today, we got places to put fry and stuff.
If I had more room in my house, I think I would find somebody who wants. Oh, I think I'd probably only have about 20 drilled 20-gallon tanks, and I'd trade them for 5 and 10s. I actually lucked out on my new fish rack and mismeasured and was able to put a 10 where I thought a 5 was going. So I had room for my isopods in the corner. Yeah, I was actually thinking of getting a couple striped coolies to go with my black coolies. But I didn't know if they're, I don't know how to put this, if they're color prejudiced. Because I know Great Danes are, believe it or not. So I always wonder about putting different color morphs of the same fish together. Other than platies, because, and mollies, because they kind of love other platies and mollies. Oh man, I'm jealous. But I'm going to go fishing in a beautiful lake at about 9,000 feet on Friday. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you catch anything. It's just fun. Going out. Oh, what a cutie pie. Yeah, I may have to get some stripers. Over.
Yeah, we've mixed our coolie loaches. We've got around 4 or 5 striped coolie loaches and 4 or 5 of the black coolie loaches. The black coolie loaches I got from a friend. They're a lot bigger than my striped coolie loaches, but They're just totally chill, and our shrimp are still in here and doing good. So, but I think the swordtails are the bigger shrimp predator.
Yeah, I think my platies are munching shrimp. And I decided I'm not going to set up a tank just for shrimp. Even though I like them, they're great little submarines. But I don't know. Although my local fish store wants me to breed more shrimp, so I may have to. Over.
That's exactly what I did with all of my tanks, Laura. Or 3 out of 4 tanks, I think. How many tanks do you have, Ian?
7 in this room. Um, 5 in the other room. 3 upstairs. So 15 ish. The damn giant ramshorns in here, which are them big old snails, demolished all the plants in here. I put some more pearlweed in here, but they'll eat it up. I gotta get rid of them.
At least I know my cichlids would eat them. I don't know what else I have that would eat them.
Oh,
Over.
sorry, I tripped on something. But there, in that little house is a bumblebee catfish, and you might see it zooming around in there. I
Okay,
never
see,
thought.
um, I have to find my flashlight and see if my plecostomus, my bristlenose eggs have hatched. Over.
That is always exciting. And Jesse, I never thought the day I would have more tanks than you. Yeah, I do need some scuds. You know what? I killed all my scud cultures because of the heat wave. They all didn't make it outside this year. I don't know why. They survived the last year just fine, winter and summer. This year they didn't make it. But in this tank is the world's smallest live bear, or one of.
Wait, what is it?
The least killifish. It is so damn tiny. There's already fry in here. Look at it. That's my thumb.
Oh.
It looks like a fry.
I know. That's the female. It's a crazy little fish. I didn't know they were that tiny. I mean, imagine they've got a little bit more growing to do, but I already spotted a little fry in here. I gotta feed them too.
So what does it take to have a scud culture? Over.
An empty fish tank or a shrimp tank, and lots of plants, some crushed coral. Make sure they have some calcium because they're an invert, and a little filter, like a sponge filter. I don't even need a filter. I mean, you can just keep them in a. I kept them outside year round in a tub with water and sunlight, and they had access to green water all the time, and yeah, they were doing good for almost 2 years. Yeah,
Well,
the least little fish is in a little 2.5 gallon.
I have everything but the plants and the scud.
Oh, my dehumidifier is full. I looked at that when I came in here. You ain't got a dehumidifier in the kitchen, blackened.
I don't have a dehumidifier, but I'm in the desert. So I probably don't need one. Over.
I dropped my phone, but as long as your room stays around 50% humidity, then you're good. But if it starts to go above that, then mold and stuff can grow, and it's really unhealthy to live in those conditions. Well, my phone is getting low and it's getting late. I'm probably going to go head to bed and get ready for work in the morning. I appreciate Kevin for sending the link in chat. Let me come up here and love chatting with Pasiwi and Kevin. You guys are awesome. Peace out.
Thank you for coming up and showing us all your fish and giving me some good advice. Have a good sleep.
Thank you. You too, guys. Take care.
Night, Ian. Can you hear me, Lori?
Yes, I can. Wow, Jess, just make sure you don't put your hand in there. They probably would have been great for fish, though. Over.
Wait. Isopods? I thought isopods are like roly-polies.
They are roly-polies, but there's also aquatic isopods. Freshwater, freshwater isopods are bad because they kill fish. The largest isopod is actually a saltwater isopod. So roly-polies are a crustacean that lives on land. Pretty cool. Over.
I did not realize that. Huh, that's interesting. Over.
I think my guppies have all gone to bed. Over.
Yeah, well, they're definitely not swimming about right. Well, okay, a little bit. But I would have to agree with you. Really? I did not realize that they had more than one variation. That's interesting.
Well, land isopods, I have 4 different kinds. Well, maybe 3 different kinds. One of the bins got a little bit cold and I couldn't see any tonight, but and every time I shine my light at the bristly, he hides his egg, so I can't tell what's going on in there. Drives me crazy. Over.
You don't have any aquatic ones, do you? Over.
No, I checked into freshwater isopods, and they said that they would kill your fish. So, I only have land isopods. Over.
And you don't see a point in keeping a tank of just isopods. right? Over.
What, water isopods?
Yeah.
No. I think 4 different kinds of land isopods is enough. I mean, I only intended to have 3. And
Didn't you
when
just get another one over?
No, they sent me 3 kinds instead of 2 kinds. Because I had one already. So now I have 4 different kinds of isopods. Yeah, I have powder orange, powder blue, dairy cows, and Versacolor, which have like a bunch of different colors. But it's
And
the
you just
the Versacolors got too cold, so I don't know if there's any left. Over.
and the God, what were they? You told me and then I forgot. Which one, what do you have right now?
I have dairy cows, powder blues, powder oranges, and the Versacolors. And are you thinking of the hissing cockroaches? Over.
Didn't you just get some of the dairy cows? And what was the other one that you just got over?
No, I just got the 2 powdered versions, I got the Versacolors and the powder blues, and they sent me the powder oranges. I've had the dairy cows for a while. Over. Oh yeah, the dairy cows are really cool, Jess. I like them because they're big, comparatively speaking, and like when I turn the log over, they don't all run and hide, to get back in the dark. And they're all different, so they got different spots everywhere. So I really like my dairy cows. Over.
Don't you have hissing cockroaches and don't you have isopods in their own individual tanks per type? Over.
Yeah, I actually have dairy cows in with the hissing cockroaches. And I also have dairy cows in a separate bin, and the powder oranges, powder blues, and Versacolors. They all have their own houses. I just couldn't get down on the ground, Ricky, to catch the roly-polies, and neither of the guys in my house like bugs or spiders or frogs or snakes. So if I want them, I gotta catch them myself. And right now, if I get down, I'm not getting back up. So maybe next year. Over.
Jesse, you can't get them at all or just imported? Or do you have to have a special license to get them imported? I feel like there are a lot of fish that you can export but not import in Hawaii. Over. Are there black ones, Lori?
They're sort of dark gray. There's no really
Okay.
black ones. I mean, there's striped, and there's a lot that kind of, to me, look about the same. And some of them are really, really, really expensive. I mean, insanely expensive. I'm not going to spend like $200 for 5 isopods. That's a little bit pricey. And they kind of, some of them just kind of look like regular isopods. I mean, they may have a couple of spots or something, but I guess I'm just not that much of an isopod connoisseur. Over.
So the ones that you can't tell much of a difference, are those 20? Are those the ones that you said are $20 a pop over?
No, for the dairy cows, actually for all of them, they were 20 for 10. So $2 a piece. So, Jess, I could actually mail you dairy cows. It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. Jess.
Yes, and I actually bought some live food cultures, which I proceeded to have difficulties with. But oh, Jesse says he's game.
Okay, my email's on my channel. Send me an email with your address. And I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure that I have plenty of dairy cows since I have 2 bins. And I've had them the longest. And we'll figure out something. So just send me email.
How hard are they to
Over.
breed?
You just get them the right substrate. I use like organic dirt, just a little organic dirt mixed with coconut fiber. And they have cork wood and other various pieces of wood and a heater to keep them warm. I have adjustable heaters, so in the winter I can crank them up more. And then I think the hardest part with a lot of the isopods is one side of their bin needs to be dry-ish and the other side needs to be moist, so they can choose their comfort level depending upon what stage of life they're in. So like I spray water on one side of the bin only to keep that side moist. And I feed them fish flakes. Once a week I give them a carrot, like those little mini carrots. I give them, well, depending upon how many are in there, I give them anywhere between a quarter to a whole carrot stick or some sort of vegetable. Oak leaves, cotton, most leaves that you can, that aren't sappy and that dry nicely, because they like to chew on dried leaves. They're not that hard. They're probably almost easier than fish in some ways. You don't have to worry about whether the water is cloudy or not. And like, if you get springtails, you really don't have to change the bedding very often at all, like every 6 months. It's just very time consuming because you don't want to throw out any baby isopods. So, and okay, HC, is your email? Wait a minute, I gotta have your email address. I'll check afterwards. Because I know I have to have it in my Guppy thing, so I'll find it and send you an email. So that's the way to do it. Over. Okay, my towels are dry. I want to go take a shower. So can we maybe wrap it up in 8 minutes? Hey, ouch. I don't remember the high yellows being that high. I'll check. Thank you, Kevin. You're thinking more than I am. I can't sleep, but I need a shower. And I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for my towels to dry. And I just heard the buzzer, so hopefully they're dry. Well, Ricky, you know how many people sell isopods? A lot. Over.
You said people keep springtails with isopods? Over?
Yeah, little springtail bugs. Because, okay, isopods eat the feces of like lizards and stuff, which is why a lot of people keep isopods. Springtails clean up after the isopods. And I'm like 99% sure that one of the bins has springtails in it. And if so, I'll take some of the substrate and put it in the other bins, you know, just like a little handful that has a couple of springtails. And that'll get the springtails everywhere, which will help keep the substrate cleaner. It's kind of interesting. It's like, okay, what's smaller than a springtail to clean up after those springtails? But, I mean, pretty soon we're going to get down to atoms. And that's a little too small. Over.
You could go down that rabbit hole ad nauseum, though. Over.
I know, it's just like, I mean, the tinfoil's been happy with those, with the Danios and the Barbs for like 6 or 8 months now at least. And then he just like all of a sudden decides that his mouth is big enough, butthead. Ricky. Let me. I know I have Springtails marked somewhere, so I'll look and email you with. Don't get them off eBay. They're actually Springtails seem to be more fragile mailing than the isopods and roaches. I mean, you can mail all day long. And let me look and see what I can find for you. Over.
Are springtails easy to culture, and can I feed them to like killifish? Over.
It would be too hard to get the springtails out of the substrate, and they jump, and they're like a quarter of the size of a grain of rice. So to make sure that I had them in that one bin, I had to get a magnifying glass. They're not like a good fish food. Over.
I think Aquarimax, he had a series on live haticulture, live fish foods, and I thought that was one of the ones on there. Although I could be wrong. Over.
Yeah, I haven't heard of people feeding springtails, but there's so much information out there. It's kind of hard to keep track and keep up with it. Oh, I guess I do have some versicolors. I always forget the versicolors are the only ones that I have that are like true roly-polies and roll up. And I guess I'm going to have to get a heat lamp or another heater. Okay, guys, I'll find some way to keep you warm. Until I get another heater. I guess sort of like the things we do for our pets. I definitely do more for them than for me, that's for sure.
I'm waiting for you to mute and say over.
Oh, okay, over.
Sorry, but I don't mind if you're talking, but when we're silent, I'm like, okay, is she done? Is she not? But I believe, or I would try and check to see if you can find springtails at like places that have dark frogs. And apparently, killifish will eat springtails. And Aquarimax says that you just use charcoal, lump charcoal, not briquettes, as they can have toxic additives. But I don't know.
I guess I'll have to check it out. And shrimp. Jumping isopod. No, I'll have to check those out. But I don't have any more space. I really don't. Over.
Roundhouse, were you trying to come up? I didn't see you until you, like, literally just popped off. Over. Oh, here we go. It says there are many ways to harvest springtail, but but by far the easiest is to pick up a couple of the large flat pieces of charcoal on the top layer of the culture container and tap them together over a waiting collection container. This process can be repeated with different pieces of charcoal, which are then placed back into the culture. Apparently, that's how he says to harvest.
I don't know if my hands are good enough for that. Over.
Oh, yeah, that can be an issue. I didn't think of that, but that's what he recommends doing. I'm just the only person that I know that I've read and watched that have springtails and actually isopods besides you are is Aquarimax. I don't think I've seen any other ones that keep them over.
Ricky has isopods and hissing cockroaches. He's continuing on my line of hissers. Over.
I think I actually stumbled upon it when looking for some cheap foods, aka live fish foods that I could feed, live fish food / cultures, and I think one of them was springtails. I think he did a whole playlist of different live fish foods that you could get and cultivate. And I think one of them was springtails. He has a ton. He has a whole playlist, Jesse. Yes, he does. He has a great number, and he is, oh my gosh, he's great. I really do enjoy them. Over.
I have him subbed, but for some reason not the notifications on. So I just turn notifications on and I'll go over his lists and stuff. Russell. Okay, maybe a shower tomorrow. I'll be too tired by the time this is over. Over.
I thought that his name was Russ, but I could be wrong. I could have sworn, at least whenever I see it, he always goes by Russ. But I
Russell.
could be wrong.
Russ is short for Russell. Potato, potato. Does it matter?
Yeah,
Over.
not really. And I do think I'm going to end it. Thanks for coming, Lori. Thank you, everybody in chat. Jesse, RB, Patty, all the lurkers, replay crew. Thank you all for coming, and I will see you guys tomorrow night, I think. Well, technically later today, but thank you all. Over.
Yeah, it was great talking to everybody. Jess, I'll send you an email. And those jumping isopods look pretty weird. I kind of like them. But I'm like running out of space. Okay, I'm out of space. And I'd get myself or make myself a loft bed, except I have a Craftmatic bed, an adjustable bed, and it weighs 300 million pounds. And I think that would be the straw that broke my floor if I put it up and put tanks under it. So you're banned from Roundhouse? He actually bans people? Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Well, I'm not going to sleep either, but I'm going to go take a shower. So thank you everybody for being here, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye. Over.
Okay, Patty, so I missed the stream today, but I'm assuming that you already back home, and did you drive? And how far away? I guess you had to have. Wait, no. I guess you could have. You're in New York. I would think you flew, but I could be wrong. Anyways, please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you, Lori, and have a good night, everyone. Oh, okay. That's not too bad, Patty. Thanks, everyone. Bye.